Hi, you guys.
Hello.
Hi. I believe, sorry I'm late. I'm literally single momming it and had to get Van into bed and he was not having it. So this is the entrepreneur life of being a boss and a mom and all of that. So this is real life stuff right now. So this is good. Okay, cool. So I think it just started recording automatically as soon as I got on. So that's good. All right, so is everybody on that needs to be on and ready to begin? This is a little different than our webinar setup, isn't it? Okay, so yeah, I don't know if that was something on my end, but I guess it really doesn't matter unless you want me to go out and redo the webinars. I think we can still share the screen. It's totally fine, right? Okay.
I think so, yeah.
Amelia, you've got all the slides, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So first of all, thank you guys so much for being on. This is being recorded, so anybody that can't get on tonight, we're going to be able to share this the Zoom call with them to let them know all about what we do as coaches, how it's impacted our lives, how we help other people, how we earn income, and all sorts of really cool stuff. So the first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and introduce myself for those of you that don't know who I am. My name's Carrie Casserly. I've been a coach now for almost 7 years. I've been a business building coach, meaning I've actually been doing this as a business and not a hobby for a little over 3 years. I was a premier coach in 2015. I'm a Success Club 10 legend, or Success Club 10 legend all-star legend, which means I've helped at least 5 people with their health and fitness every single month for over 2 years. So I have 3 children. I have a 15-year-old daughter, a 12-year-old son. I have a 3-year-old son. That's who I was getting to bed and almost was late for this call because of. And for me, this business has completely changed my entire world. I went through a pretty ugly divorce about 4.5 years ago. And when I was married, I had my 2 beautiful children, Olivia and Clark, my 2 older children. Unfortunately, I was a stay-at-home, not unfortunately, I was a stay-at-home mom. And I loved every single second of it. But the minute I figured out or felt that my marriage was falling apart, I knew that if I didn't make some changes with my own life, if I didn't figure out what I was going to do with myself, that it wasn't going to be pretty for me. I was going to have to start over, which I did. But my ultimate goal and my big purpose and my why was to be able to watch my kids grow up, be able to participate in events for their school, and just be able to be there for my kids and my family. Time spent with my family is the most important thing to me. So I started taking my business and helping people seriously. I really took it from being a hobby and just kind of a fun thing, kept me in shape and things like that, into looking at this opportunity as an entrepreneur would. And began to grow my team, paying it forward, helping other people, then helping other people. And that's kind of where my journey began. I was able to leave my full-time job. So I did have to get a full-time job after I was divorced. I was taking the train into the city every day. I hated it so bad. On Sunday evenings, I would literally have a sick stomach. I wouldn't be able to sleep on Sunday evenings. I would wake up in the morning with just knots in my stomach, knowing that I was going to have to hop on that train, packed train, which I feel claustrophobic, you guys. Whenever I get on those trains, I was like, oh my gosh. I felt like I was part of a herd of cattle. And I would get off at Union Station and walk 3 blocks to my big office building. And I would sit there and I would daydream of not being there. And I hated every second of it. So on the train, on my lunch breaks, and when I got home after the kids went to bed is when I worked my business. Here I am today. I am working from home full time, and I am literally just doing what I love. I have a full-time income. My husband is a hairdresser. We're able to travel, pay bills, and it's very, very satisfying and totally is my purpose. So that's my background. That's my story. So I'm going to turn it over to Amelia, and she'll tell you herself.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here with us tonight. I'm going to explain a little bit about how I came to Beachbody and then segue that into how I became a coach, because they definitely play an important role with each other. I am a mother to 3 children. My son is almost 11, and then in 2009, I had a daughter that was stillborn. And after that, I did, kind of go to the gym. It was, it was pointless. I didn't have it in me in my grieving to show up. I didn't want to work hard in the classes. I lost all the weight from grief, but nothing was awesome. And then in early 2011, I had my second daughter and our third child, and she was born with extreme medical complications, and she's still quite medically sensitive. And after that, there was absolutely no going to the gym. Like, that was out of the question. She was hooked up to feeding tubes, to breathing machines. I wasn't walking out of the house with that. And there was no way that I could let someone at a gym watch her, let alone all of those germs. And the last thing I wanted to do when my husband got home at the end of the day was go to the gym. And at the same time, I actually owned my own business. So I actually had a store. Like, I owned a dance studio. So it was something that I went to on a daily basis. And I started doing some Beachbody programs. And I lost my weight, but I wasn't getting toned, and I was not healthy because I wasn't following the meal plan. And I also didn't have Shakeology in my life at the time. And as my daughter progressed with great advances, she also became more medically challenging in other ways. And that just took my stress and anxiety to a level that I couldn't take. So we decided that I needed to leave the studio, because being an owner of a business is so stressful, and my daughter was stressful, and I had hit a wall. And so I decided to actually do Chalene Extreme. I think it's the most underrated program that Beachbody has. It's amazing. I committed to following the meal plan. I went all in, and then I just watched my body change. And during that time, I was getting so many people asking me what I was doing. You're having great results, things like that. And so when my husband and I were talking about me leaving the studio, I loved the studio, and I have a degree in it. It's one of my passions. And I was literally left wondering what I was going to be able to do to help support my family. I couldn't just be home, but I couldn't even handle what I wanted to do at the studio. How was I going to handle a 9-to-5 job? It wasn't going to happen. My daughter would go into the hospital for a day or two, and they'd be like, by the way, can you not come back? So I was like, you know what? I'm starting to see some excitement with this business. I'm starting to not only pay for my Shakeology, I'm getting a little bit more income. It's compounding, it's snowballing. Maybe I go all in on this business and see what I can do. And we made that choice about 6 or 7 months after I signed up to be a Beachbody. So about 6 months in, I decided to become a working coach. I am a Success Club 5 All-Star Legend. I was a 2015 Premier Coach. I'm a lifetime rank of 3-star Diamond. And all that really means is not only do I love seeing what Beachbody could do for myself and my clients, I love to see what I could do to help other people change their lives, fitness, nutrition, and financial wise. Though Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success, in those regards. So, Beachbody has definitely made such a great balance and fulfillment with me, where I can still teach at my studio, which I love, as a dancer, as a teacher, as a choreographer, and that's something that drives me. And then I get to be home with my children. I'm in the hospital with my daughter when she needs it, and I'm financially providing for my family, which is huge. So to say that Beachbody came to me at just the right time and really helped me put the balance where I didn't really even necessarily know that it existed, is just amazing. So now I am going to turn it over to Jen Thatcher, and she's going to share her story with us.
I am a lifetime 4-star diamond coach. I am a 2013 premier coach and a Success Club 5 all-star legend, which means nothing if I didn't have my team and my customers right along there with me. I got started in 2012. It was the summer of 2012, and my coach, Carrie, who's here on the call, invited me to a challenge group. She knew that I worked out at the gym. And she asked me if I wanted to join a challenge group, and I had no idea what she was talking about, but I had been watching the Insanity infomercials over and over and over and over and over again. And I was so obsessed with how people can get results at home, because I thought when you got results at home, it wasn't real. It was Richard Simmons, Jane Fonda, and that was totally not my thing. I was not married. I didn't have any kids. And to be honest, I was quite bored with my life. I'm a medical esthetician, and I had been working at my career for probably 6 years at the time, and it was very, very easy. I wasn't challenged, but I had absolutely no intention of, I didn't even know what coaching was. So I went through a 60-day challenge group, and at the end of those 60 days, I lost 13 pounds and 13 inches, which doesn't seem like a lot to many people. It was a lot for me. And I think the bigger transformation I had was a mental transformation, because previous to that, I was kind of on the negative Nancy side of the fence, and I always found the problem instead of the solution. And Beachbody has just taught me to change the way that I think. And now I'm still a work in progress, but I think that I'm doing a much better job than I was before. And at the end of that challenge group, I loved everything about the camaraderie between the people and the support system. And it was everything that I didn't have at the gym. And to be able to fit into jeans that I wore in high school, it was just, I had to tell other people about it. When I signed up, I had no intention of becoming a coach full time. I just wanted to make a little extra money, because I was still kind of recovering from being in some very serious debt. So I just kind of wanted to be able to have something that I could call mine and that I can save. And so when I started, I just made a little bit here and there, and then one thing leads to another, and I started helping more and more people, and it became more and more fun, and I met more and more people, and then here I am today. I was able to retire from my full-time career as an esthetician in 3 years, and I am now a stay-at-home mom to my almost 2-year-old son, Noah, and I am getting married in 70 some days. And so I found my passion and my purpose when I needed it the most, and it's been the most amazing opportunity, and we're excited to share more with you.
That's awesome. Thanks, Jen.
Yep.
So we're going to get into sharing some slides and going over some of the basic fundamentals of what this business is all about. So Amelia is going to be the one, she's got the magic slides over on her end. So she's going to share her screen, and I'm going to talk about a couple of these slides. All right. So this is just, all right, here we go. So this is just a summary of what we do. So basically, in a very simple way, it keeps going to the next slide. We share with other people. And what that means is we are all coaches, but we're all works in progress. That means we're doing a workout program. We're drinking our shakes. We're using the products because we know they work, we know they help us, and all we do is we share that with other people, whether that's via word of mouth, whether that's via social media. I'm on Snapchat, I talk about it. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram. So whatever way that you want to share with other people, that's what we do. It's no different than if you were to buy the most coolest pair of shoes ever and people were loving your shoes that you're wearing, and you were telling them where you bought them. So it's no different than talking about your favorite restaurant, your favorite movie that you just went and saw. We're talking about our favorite workout programs and what workout we just did, and oh my God, I just made this best recipe with my vegan chocolate Shakeology, and that's how we share. We just talk about it. We're helping people reach their full potential. So what that means is when we get a new customer or a client, we put them in our challenge group. Some of them are in private challenge groups. Some of them prefer using a challenge tracker app, and we're there for them. We help them. We push them when they don't want to press play. We encourage them. We try to help motivate them, talk to them. We help them set goals for themselves. And that's a really key element when you've got somebody that wants to lose weight or get healthier or get more fit, because it's really easy to say, yeah, I'm going to do this program. And then you're at home by yourself and you're sitting there and you're kind of like, you'd rather sit on the couch or watch a movie. And it's easy not to do what you intended to do. So we're there to push and encourage and make people better and reach their full potential. Being a product of the product, I already talked about that a little bit. So as coaches, we're not gonna talk to somebody about something that we don't use ourselves or that we don't believe in. So when you're a coach and you're using these products and you're seeing how you're feeling and you feel amazing and you have energy and you're feeling more fit and healthy, that's being a product of the product. We help hold each other accountable, not just our clients, but also each other as a team. We're human too. Just because we're coaches doesn't mean that we're like robots. We get up at 5 a.m. and we press play and we're like, woohoo, I'm going to go sweat right now. We struggle too. So we all hold each other accountable. And I think that's really, really awesome, because it's not just us to our clients help us, and our team helps each other as well. The challenge group. So Jen mentioned she didn't know what a challenge group was. It's kind of a Beachbody lingo, but what a challenge group is it's a group of people that are working on their fitness goals. Usually it's set up in a private group on Facebook, and we do use a free app. And it's very fun because that's where we check in. It's like it's almost like our journal, but it's our virtual journal. We tell each other, okay, I did my workout today. I ate healthy, drank all my water I needed to drink, did my workout. And that's what a challenge group is. It's where you check in, where you push each other, comment on each other's posts, and motivate each other. When we talk about growing ourselves, what that means is we do a lot of personal development. And even if you weren't a coach, I encourage you guys to figure out what areas of your life need improvement, because we all have them. Nobody's perfect, whether it's relationships or communication or relationships with your children or being more confident. We're always works in progress, and we love to do personal development because when we grow as people and as coaches, we can help our clients grow. And we also encourage them to either listen to audiobooks or read books themselves, because it really does help. And it really, if you're going to have a strong body, you might as well strengthen your mind too, because they all work together, right? So that's what that means. Living healthy and inspiring, we've already talked about that. Setting new goals. So you guys, setting goals is it's like the icing on the cake. I love goal setting. And if I wasn't a coach, I would still be setting goals. I love creating vision boards and, figuring out what my next thing I want to accomplish is. And I think that's important, because whether you're somebody that's trying to lose weight or somebody that's trying to grow business or be a coach or whatever it is in your life, when you're setting goals and you have something to strive for, you can actually take those steps to achieve it, right? So when you're setting goals, you're writing them down, it makes life much more simple and a lot more fun and easy. And of course, surrounding ourselves with amazing friends, because we not only work together as coaches, but we also work together and we're family. We travel together. We go on trips together to Summit, which was in New Orleans this year. you get to choose who you want to work with, which is absolutely amazing. So when you are growing your team and you're working with your clients, those are people that you've chosen to work with. And I think it's really important to surround yourself with positive, uplifting people, because that makes you feel good, and nobody wants to be around not positive, negative Nelly type of people. So and you get to play on social media. Like, who here loves Snapchat? I mean, my kids love, I love Snapchat, and it's like playing on social media. But the cool thing is you can be raw and real and talk about how sweaty you just got and show how sweaty you are, but with a filter so you don't look too awful. And it's really so much fun. And it's a great way to connect with other people that you would never meet in person. And it becomes like, I'd hate to say you're home away from home, because that sounds weird, but when I check into Facebook and I see people posting, and I check in on my groups and I see everyone posting and checking in on the private groups on Facebook, that is fun to me. I enjoy it. I love it. So that's how we connect with more people, is just on social media. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. So hopefully that helps kind of sum it up in a nutshell of what we do. And Amelia is going to talk about transformations next.
So,
you're good to go.
Okay, thank you. Yes, so transformations. So what we have on the screen for you now is just 3 of so many transformations that are out there. But what I can say is that these people are actually on our team. And I think maybe 1 or 2 might actually be on this call right now. So we love the before and afters, right? We love to see what has happened with our bodies. And what I have to say about Beachbody is I think maybe we all come to Beachbody for this physical transformation right here, or most of us do. I think what you see residually, or what happens during this time in between the before and the after, might be a little bit surprising to you. Not only are you going to start losing the pounds, not only are you going to start seeing that tricep come in and those abs, but then you're going to start noticing, because you've gotten up every day and you've drank your Shakeology and you've put really healthy food into your body for the most part, you're going to start seeing that your nutrition has changed and that you just feel different. For me, I definitely had baby weight, and I did have about a loss of 30 pounds, but that was all post-baby, and I didn't have a large weight transformation. I definitely had more of a nutritional value, where I came to Beachbody workouts and Shakeology because I physically couldn't stay awake during the day. I had so much anxiety and stress. And when you're starting to change your body, you'll see that those things kind of start drifting away, or they're lessened, and your skin is awesome, and your hair's banging, and your nails are strong. So much more happens than just like, hey, I lost 12 inches. And while that's so great, I think we can all say that maybe some of those other transformations that we deal with are so much better. I can tell you that another one of the biggest transformations I've had with Beachbody was mentally. And when I first started coaching, and even kind of going up and starting to lead teams, and I had heard so much about personal development, I thought it was such a huge waste. I thought it was for people who, stood in the mirror and talked good to themselves. And I never really understood what personal development did until I started doing it. And Beachbody is so great about having you understand that you need to work on everything. And like Carrie mentions, you're working your muscles, so why not flex your mental muscle too? And when your mind changes, you'll see everything else changes too. You're gonna get up and do that workout. You're not gonna say no to it, because you know mentally what that's going to do for you. You're going to pass on, the chips and go for something else because you have surrounded your mindset with something different. Your relationships get so much better because you're working on yourself. And then that just shows, and you start building the people around you that really make that difference. And it's hard for me to sit here and be like, I can't believe that I haven't been friends with some of these people all my life, because you just feel that connection, and that's the transformation that Beachbody does. And then, of course, one aspect could be the financial transformations that you're able to do. And are you able to, have that extra income? Are you able to stay home? Are you able to provide in a way that you weren't before you started coaching? So there's so many more transformations that Beachbody has to offer besides the physical. And now I'm going to turn it over again to JT, and she's going to talk to us about how we actually earn.
Thank you. And I wanted to add one thing about transformations is that a Beachbody coach comes in all shapes and sizes. It does not matter if you're just starting your journey. It doesn't matter if you're in the middle of your journey. It's everybody in every single shape and size that you can possibly imagine. So I wanted to talk about how we earn, which is an awesome question because that's everyone's first priority, not priority, but question is, how do we earn money? So as a coach, we are given a 25% discount on all Beachbody products. We also earn a 25% commission on any products that people purchase from us, which is pretty awesome. You'll make commission on helping people with programs, Shakeology, our badass performance line, like pre and post workout drinks, the new kids shake called Daily Sunshine, any nutritional thing that we offer, or even our skincare line called Derm Exclusive. Everything that Beachbody offers, you'll get a 25% discount. Once you start to build a team, you can also earn what's called a team cycle bonus. This is a residual bonus that can be paid out weekly. You'll earn a certain percentage based on how much your team produces that week. There are also opportunities to earn quarterly bonuses, which can be extremely substantial, as well as monthly prizes by participating in corporate contests. We don't have any quotas that you need to meet. You don't need to keep a storage closet full of products, which is so awesome. You don't even need to have parties at your home, which I was a huge component of. You don't need to go door to door. Your customers buy directly from your website, and the product is shipped from our warehouse to your customer. This takes a lot of pressure off of you because you are not the middleman, and you don't need to handle everything. You do act as a liaison between your customer and corporate, but for the most part, everything is off of your plate. To keep corporate happy, Beachbody does not guarantee your success. Your success is based on how many lives you've changed. I know Amelia has mentioned that once before. And I just wanted to add a piece of my own story here. When I signed up with Beachbody, I basically just wanted to make a few extra bucks and help others, and just put money away for a rainy day, like I said. In all honesty, when I signed up, I had no idea that Beachbody was a network marketing company. I didn't even fully understand what network marketing was. Although if I heard the word, I cringed because I had a completely weird, I was uneducated about it. I didn't exactly know what it is. I saw my friends in companies like that, and they were always pushing products. They were stockpiling makeup in their kids' closets. They were inviting me, over to, for parties and stuff like that. And it wasn't my thing. I just didn't really want any part of that. Thank God I didn't give up, because what I learned is that network marketing is not what I thought it was. At least not the way that we do it as coaches. We don't sell, we share. We simply share what we love. We share our own journey. We share the journeys of our customers and other coaches on our teams. And we tell stories of other people who are happier and living a better life because of Beachbody. People just gravitate towards us because we're not selling. In our new coach training, we actually teach you how not to sell, because in all honesty, how many people here on this call love being sold to? Raise your hand if you love being sold to. Probably 0 people, right? So that's how we earn, not everything, but that's kind of like the basics of how we're able to earn money. And now we have got Carrie with how do we get started?
Awesome. Thanks, Jen. All right, cool. So yeah, don't let network marketing scare you, because I think there's just a stigma because anybody can ruin anything for anything, right? And I think that's just what happens, and it's really not what people tend to think it is. It's not a pyramid scheme. So I'd much rather do this than have only 2 weeks vacation every year and have to like work set hours, because I'm all over the place. I get to take vacation whenever I want, and I love that. So, okay, so how do we get started? So basically, it's so simple. There's a one-time $39.95 coach sign-up fee, which is nothing. When you think of a business and you think of being an entrepreneur or a CEO, and you think $39.95, like that is peanuts. That's nothing. So a $39.95 coach sign-up fee, that's a one-time fee. And then there is a $15.95 monthly website service fee. And what that is, it's basically your accounting department, your warehouse, your customer service, all of the things that you would literally have to have in a brick and mortar business. It's all provided for you for $15.95. All of your marketing tools, every single thing, your website where people can order products. So that's what that fee is, a maintenance fee for your website, and all of that information and the ability for your customers to have help from our customer service. And like Jen was saying too, all of our stuff is shipped from a warehouse directly to the customer, and that's all part of this. There is a cool thing that Beachbody does that I absolutely love, and it's for the military. It's for the military and their spouses. And I think this is really awesome because I know we personally have quite a few people that are in the military or are married to somebody in the military, and they have to move around a lot. And what that can create is a lot of instability, especially if they're trying to rely on a dual income, so to speak. So this allows a spouse or somebody that is not deployed or they're out of the military to grow a business and create stability financially for themselves. And there is no sign-up fee, and there is no monthly service fee. So it's our CEO, Carl Deichler. His father was in the military. He's very passionate about it, and that's his way of giving back, so to speak. So I think that's very admirable of our company to do that. So if you're in the military or know somebody in the military, this is perfect. This is such a cool way to start and grow a business. And there's another way, which is the most optimal way to start up in this business, and that's with a challenge pack. And the reason that is because when you order a challenge pack or get a challenge pack, you're getting all of the tools that you absolutely need to be successful. And what that means, it gives you all of your workouts. It gives you your Shakeology. It gives you your container system that teaches you how to portion out your foods properly. It gives you everything that you need to get started and to start on your own personal success with your health and fitness. And as we talked about earlier, being a product of the product is crucial, because if you're not doing the programs and you're not able to share something like how your transformations are or how you're feeling, then you don't really have a story to tell. So with a challenge pack, that allows you all of that. Which is going to lead us into the next slide, which is going to talk about our cool, it's called Beachbody On Demand All Access Challenge Pack. This is something fairly new to Beachbody, and I believe Jen Thatcher is going to talk about it.
She is. What in the world did we do before Beachbody On Demand? Seriously, what an amazing addition to our company. It has opened so many unbelievable doors for our customers and made our lives so much simpler. Like, who doesn't love Netflix, right? This is basically like Netflix for fitness. And when you sign up for On Demand, you've got access. And I know there's a lot of probably customers that are already on, this call, and you guys kind of already know what On Demand it is. So I'm just going to go over it real briefly. You've got access to over $7,000 worth of fitness programs, along with their individual workout calendars, their nutritional guides, to ensure you get just amazing results. We have a fantastic cooking show called Fixate that I absolutely love and I don't use nearly enough. What I love about it is that, like, I don't have time to sit there and watch an hour-long cooking show and take notes and all that stuff. Fixate is awesome because the videos are 5 minutes, they're direct, they're to the point, and you're on to the next one. It's been so helpful for people that aren't, experts in the kitchen. And they are awesome for someone who's got a short attention span. We have something for everyone. I mean, absolutely everybody. We've got anything from yoga to kids videos. We've got stuff for your grandma to do, and we've got something for a trained athlete to do. Your annual membership to On Demand also gets you access to every single unreleased program for the remainder of this year and next year until your 1-year subscription is up. And we've got so many crazy things launching still this year. And what's cool about it is that the old ways of DVDs, you would buy one DVD and then you were done with it. You had to buy the next one. And then something else came out and you had to buy that one. And it's insane because everything is like literally right at your fingertips. Like when Clean Week, which is a 7-day, introductory program, when that comes out, you automatically have it. You don't have to buy it. When Hard Labor comes out, which is a heavy weightlifting program, that's going to be 5 days long, you've automatically got it the day it launches. Another one that gets kids involved is that's coming out towards the end of the year is called Double Time with Tony Horton from P90X. When you have an on-demand subscription, it's yours. You don't have to keep upgrading to the next best thing. Another cool fact about on-demand is that you can download your workout program directly to your device, like your phone or your iPad or whatever. If you travel a lot and you don't have a strong Wi-Fi connection or you don't have a Wi-Fi connection at all, you have no excuse to not get your workout done because you can take your workouts on your download them to your device and you've got them right there at your fingertips. Which leads me to the next part is why is now the perfect time to start? We've got, like I said, we've got so many things that are launching, for the rest of this year. And, between now and the end of the year, this is like our busy season. Back to school means back to fitness routines. Moms, get their lives back. And so how awesome would it be to just go through, our training and then, when it's back to school hits or, the fall hits or, the busy holiday season hits, you already know what you're doing and you don't have to backpedal or anything like that. The All Access Challenge Pack, you guys, it's like free. It's $160. I thought it was a bargain at $199. And then when they hit it at $160 and it's $160 until the end of August, I was like, my mouth was on the floor. Like, it doesn't get much cheaper than this. Literally, they're like giving stuff away for free at this point. The new workouts that I mentioned that are coming out, Shakeology flavors that have recently launched, the Daily Sunshine that just launched, the clean eating programs. And the most exciting thing is that this international market, we're going to the UK in the fall, and you guys for sure want to get in before we launch in the fall. The business is just about to blow up, and it's not only in Canada, but now we're going to launch to other international countries too. And getting in now would be a really, really, really smart idea. And if you know anybody in the UK, you can start talking to them now. And then when we launch, there you go. You've got your first customer. And then we've got Amelia up next, and she's going to talk to us about your first month as a coach.
Awesome. Can everybody hear me? Am I good?
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay. So you're excited. You think that this is what you want to do, but you're just like, what does it actually mean? So what do I actually do from here? And this is when your personally sponsored coach, and that means the coach that has brought you on, really helps take you by the hand, gives you the reins, and starts to show you what is to come. We have trainings that we do, and it's, you do want to think about it as any other type of position where there's things for you to learn, and we take the time to do that. Like Jen mentioned, we actually go through a training where we teach you to unsell things, and we teach you how to share your life, share your journey, share your struggles, share your joys. And that will help lead you into getting that audience. We will also help you get your own challenge groups started. We sit down and do a getting started right call, which means we take that one-on-one time and we really get to know what you want on the coaching side, what your goals are, and how we can then help you. You'll also get put into some amazing Facebook groups, so kind of like your challenge group, but then we're going to switch it and put it back on the coach side. And that's where, we come and we share our triumphs and we ask questions. And, hey, I have a client who has this, or I have someone and they asked me this question. Because at first, you do have a lot of questions because you haven't been using the products as long, or someone comes to you and you really don't know what they may need. And that still happens to us now. A lot of times we reach out to each other on our team pages and see what we have to do that. So we absolutely have training and help given. Something else that's awesome, and it, depending on when you sign up, could be coming within the first month, or it will at least be coming within the first 2 to 3 months, is that we have live events, and we have them all across the country. And those are called Super Saturday events, and they're done quarterly. And that's where you get to go meet live with other Beachbody coaches. And a lot of trainers actually travel throughout. And Carl, our CEO, who's amazing, also travels throughout, and that will be live events are just amazing. And something that's so exciting that you saw on the previous page when Jen was talking was that Clean Week, and that is coming out in September, and that's going to be something that's amazing and so simple to get people in. Get them drinking Shakeology for a week. Get them doing simple exercises. It's all given to you. When that was announced, I think every Beachbody coach was just like, hallelujah, this is amazing. And I was like, what awesome tools for those coaches when they come in. So here we want to know, where do you want to be a year from now? What do you want your body to look like? What do you want your health to be like? What do you want to come home to every day and have your relationships like? Are you going to go to bed crying every Sunday because you hate that the weekend's over? Are you dreading Monday because you hate leaving your kids? Are you still struggling every time you go get the mail because you don't know what bills are going to be there? 12 months is going to pass regardless of whether you join us today or not. But what do you want that next year to look like? And how can we as Beachbody coaches, how can we as Team Beachbody, the company, help you get to where you want to be in this next year? Think about like what Carrie's talked about with those goal settings. Think about those goals. Think about what you want your life to look like. And whatever you do, choose yourself and know that everything else will just fall into place, and everything else gets better when you choose you and you make this an amazing 2017. So Carrie's gonna finish up with our thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Amelia. That was great. All right, you guys. So this last slide is just a small portion of our awesome team. We have so many amazing people. These are the top one. We were at an event. I think we worked out live with Sean T. He's so cool. I love him. And then these are pictures from different Super Saturdays or Summit, which was in Nashville, and then New Orleans this year. Next year it's in Indianapolis. So we just want to thank you guys so much for taking part in this call and listening to what we do, how we are here to help you, how we are here to help each other. Hopefully you see that, the integrity of this company and what our purpose is as a coach is extremely admirable. I think I take what I do very, very much to heart. I've helped a lot of people as every coach on this call tonight has helped a lot of people, not just physically, but mentally, their health. And it's just the most gratifying feeling. So thank you so much for listening. And hopefully you guys will consider what it might mean for you to be a coach, or at least participate in a challenge group now that you know what one is, and just get a taste for how awesome it is to just feel strong, both mentally, physically, spiritually, and all of that. If anyone has any questions right now, please, right now is a good time. You can chat, you can raise your hand. Does anyone have any questions about anything we've gone over so far, or anything that you can think of, or any comments that you want to share? All right, cool. I don't see any.
I would like to just add one more thing about our CEO. Carl has been, and the co-founder also of the business, have been with Beachbody since, and I think that I don't know, like, can you name a company that's had the same CEO since startup? I mean, I'm sure that there are, but a multi-million-dollar company. Can you imagine? Or do you know a business like that? And I just want to say that that's the type of company that Beachbody is. That's the type of CEO that Carl is. He truly, truly cares about what he's doing. He truly, truly cares about all of us and changing our lives and everybody else's lives. I mean, to have a CEO that's stuck with it this long is quite remarkable.
Absolutely. Awesome. So I think I unmuted everybody for a second. I muted everybody because Amelia started talking. So I'm going to unmute everybody right now one last time because I had everyone muted. So that gives everybody the opportunity, if you're on the phone, if anyone has any questions, just to holler out right now. All right, you guys. All right, thanks again for being on this call. Hopefully it was informative. Hopefully it answered a few of your questions. I know that there's probably a million more questions that you'll think of as soon as this is over, but don't feel bad about reaching out to any one of us or whoever invited you to this call and ask them as many questions as you need to, okay? All right, you guys, so that's it for tonight. Thank you so much, and we will hopefully see your faces soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.